guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a candle review to share with you. Before we go any further, a disclaimer, I am pre-filming. I try to film as many as I can at one time because with me being on a pager, I just don't know, I can't have a consistent upload dates or anything like that of the week because again, I just don't know what's going to happen. So it's kind of a crapshoot really. But with that said, before we go any further, of course you can hear the fire log channel next to me, my tree behind me. And again, Willow is snoozing over there. She's relaxing. She's chilling out. Before we go any further, I will tell you what's on my lips. It is from the brand Revolution, Makeup Revolution. And they call their lip product here a Lip Euphoria. And this color is in Fortune. I'm really loving these. I got 3 of these. I did pick up 3 different colors at London Drugs in Canada. This is the same brand of eyeshadows that I really like that were very, very affordable. I think these lippies were like $10. They're very comparable to a lot of lip products in the drugstore already. So I'm really, really enjoying this. The stay power on this is wonderful. It's not transferable, or transfer proof. It does transfer is what I'm trying to say. But I really like it. It's not as sticky as a MAC lip gloss, which I like MAC lip glosses, don't get me wrong, but part of the problem with theirs is that it is really sticky, but the bonus is that it lasts really long. I find that this lasts like it's like a true lipstick with a glossy look to it. I do find that these last a really long time, so highly recommend these. And what's all over my nails here, and no glitter this time, I got Essie's Murano Cool. It is to me the perfect, like, let me see, a balance between a third of gray, a third purple, and a third brown. It's I just really enjoy this color very much, and I do my own nails. I very rarely get my nails done unless I'm in a wedding or something like that, or if it's some really special occasion, which I live in a small town, so yeah. And another thing to say too is I'm sporting like this different look on my eyes than normal. I decided to go really bold with everything. This YouTube allows me to experiment with the things I do have. I work in an office environment. I wouldn't be able to pull this off. It wouldn't be office appropriate for me. I'm pretty chill in my office. So I really enjoy YouTube for allowing me the opportunity to really create. I'm not very creative, but I try. I'm not a makeup artist by any means. And I got bedhead today and I just put it into a ponytail, and Bob's your uncle, but he's actually my dad. So anyway, moving on, the candle review that you're here to watch is actually a Bath & Body Works 13.5 ounce candle in roasted chestnut and cherries. So this is the jar here. I just blew this out about 45 minutes ago. It's not warm to touch anymore, but I'm like, I hope it's all good. So first of all, no lids with these rib jars. With these ribbed jars, there's ups and there's downs with it. The down part for sure for me would be the fact that there are no lids, and you guys know I'm a collector and I like to, when what I do, I thankfully save a lot of my lids from previous years and put them on top of the collections that seem to be popping up from Bath & Body Works that are lidless. So this is the dust cover though. I will give them a lot of bonus, a lot of props, because this is a plastic, not a paper. And the cool glitter, like it really does. They've really tried to make the cranberries on here. They're not cherries. This is what I don't understand. So they're cranberries on a leaf. Like it is not cherries. I picked cherries. It was one of my first jobs. I was 11 years old. I'm telling you right now, those are not cherries. There might be like, maybe they're like cranberries or juniper berries or something, but they're not cherries. So the packaging is very misleading, but I think they chose a right colored ribbed jar for this because I just think it's for one, it's festive. It came out at Christmas time, and I guess if they're trying to make it look like it's a cherry, then they've done a really good job. So, but before we go on any further, I will read to you what Bath & Body Works describes this candle as: salted chestnut, cherry bourbon, roasted pistachio, and sweet cream. I don't get any cherry bourbon whatsoever. My batch number, I know everyone seems to be, those who've reviewed this candle have had very, very differences in scent. Some have picked up cherry, some have not. I'm not, and mine's actually an A7. But there you go. So I burnt this for about 4 hours just previous to blowing it out. So that's what the wicks look like after 4 hours. Look how clean this burn is. There is no sooting yet, but you guys know if I find sooting, It's normally towards the bottom of the candle, and you'll see that in my wax empties at the end of the month. But with that being said, I will say this is a confusing candle for me. Pistachio, or pistachio, depending on how you say it, or how you'd like to say it. It's supposed to be more of like an almond scent, and maybe that's a real low undertone of pistachio. It's not the predominant note. For me, I will say the confusing part was when I first burnt this, probably from the top to about here. I've had this burning in my bedroom, and I'd walk by my bedroom, or I'd walk into my bedroom, fold laundry or whatever, and I'm like, it smells like coconut cookie, like salted coconut cookies. Salted coconut cookies. So the salted portion, salted chestnuts they call it, I'll say definitely got the salt, and at first I got like coconut cookies, like real, not the macaroons, but like, you know, like just like coconut cookies. I don't know, like in Canada we have like the Dad's brand cookies that sort of like smell like a coconut cookie. Anyway, moving on. That's what it smelled like to me. And I was like, I'm so confused because nowhere on this does it have coconut cookies, and yet they have chestnuts and cherries on here. And I'm like, I am so confused because I really don't know what you are. You are disguised. You're like Born Identity. Like I have no idea where you're coming from or where you're going. But I will say from about the point where I started, you know, the time that I started smelling this like coconut cookie, from here to where I'm at right now, with about a third left of this candle to burn, I will say I can definitely smell something more along the lines of a chestnut. So I will say the very first note here that they put on their scent description of salted chestnut, I would actually give that to this candle for sure. But at the beginning for me, it really was like more of a coconut scent, but not like a vacation coconut. It was just like, it was a nice roasted coconut, I guess, if you will. Again, no cherry bourbon whatsoever. I get none of that. Pistachio, roasted pistachio. Again, there's a real low undertone of like a pistachio or an almond scent, because they kind of go hand in hand together. They are very similar in scent. And the cream, sweet cream, gets added to the scent note descriptions on so very many candles that are blended, that aren't just like a straight cranberry smell or whatever it might be. And I just find that it's true. There's a creaminess to this candle. Bath & Body Works is notorious to mix like their whatever vanilla bean or whatever you want to call it with a lot of, maybe not vanilla bean, but their typical and standard vanilla scent. Mix it with a lot of these candles that's supposed to have all these very elaborate sort of scent note descriptions. It kind of binds it together. But that, from a person who loves her vanilla candles, I'm not gonna say I'm upset about that at all. Another thing to note about the packaging, again, this is 13.5 ounces, so with these rib jars, their prices are higher. In Canada, the regular price jars, these ones here, are $25. And I can't remember what I paid for this one. I got it on sale. I mean, I never buy a candle full price. I think they're like $27, I want to say. I didn't look it up before I did this video, bad me. But they are a little bit more expensive, a little less wax. The rib jar is nice, no lid. This burns like a hot damn. You guys, this is the third and final, this is the third. I've done smoked vanilla, I've done the juniper berry and pine, and this is my last rib glass jar that I have. This is on my list to pick up at the candle sale coming up very soon. I don't know when this is coming up, so it's either come up already or it's coming up. So December 3rd. It's all over YouTube, so I'm not surprising anybody at all. It's all over YouTube. It includes Canada as well. And it sounds like it'll be $10.50, but with the coupon in Canada, we have like a 10 off of 30 coupon going out right now, so it works out to be about $9.50 pop, I think. So again, I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. It's all over YouTube. Anyway, moving on. The thing is with the rib jar glasses, which is a good and bad thing, I like to change out my fragrances quite often. This burnt really fast is what I'm trying to say. Is it burnt through very, very quickly, because this rib jar it conducts the heat much more than just a regular jar like this one here. This thing pulls out like almost from about halfway down. Whenever I burnt it for a few hours, it pulled all the way to the bottom. like I could see the bases of the wicks. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, it's very fast burning, so, but again, no sooting, so it's crazy but awesome. Really fast burning, but you're getting an ounce less than normal and paying more money for it. I think that this particular candle, this scent, is definitely a scent I would pick up again for the candle sale. It is on my list of things to pick up at the candle sale, December 3rd. I would really, really love to find this one. And again, I have a list going for a candle sale of what I want to get, but what's available by the time the candle sale happens is another story. We just had like this big Black Friday sale, North America wide, so Canada and US, where it was both or buy three get three. And I know that they probably went through a lot of their candles. So I would highly recommend this candle. Batch variances are true to this one, considering I've listened and watched quite a few different reviews on this candle from many other people, and some have gotten things like pistachio or an almond scent, and some have gotten cherry. I did not get either. Pistachio was really, really low. No cherry whatsoever. But I would highly recommend this candle. Again, it's just such a lovely change of pace for Bath & Body Works. I appreciate the fact that they've actually made some new scents in the last 6 months. They've produced and put out a few new scents that I do appreciate. And I think they're not hoard worthy, but definitely get a couple, because they're the kind of candle that I don't see them putting out again. They just put it out there and they're gone for like 6 years. The same with the hot cocoa and cream. I think I have like 8 of those. I'm afraid that they won't bring it back, because that's what they do in Bath & Body Works. They take the best sellers and they never bring them out, and then they throw like sweet cinnamon pumpkin out there that is used so much, or mahogany teak wood, or mahogany anything really, and they slap it on and call it something new or whatever, and apparently it sells out fast. So anyway, that's my venting, and that's 12 minutes into this video and it's too long. All right, you guys, I highly recommend this candle. If you're able to snatch some, grab it. As always, be safe and have fun.